Good morning. Good morning. Okay, now we have a mic on. Can everybody hear me? Good morning. Good morning. Now we have a mic on. Can everybody hear me? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, turn the volume down on my TV. Can you guys hear me now? Just give a thumbs up or say yes or something there. I could hear myself on the television once I turned my mic on, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, so what we did is we bought this machine the other day, and it went horribly wrong because I between the bad Chinese instructions and my poor reading skills, which were probably 90% of the problem, it was hard. And then I wanted to do these with fabric instead of photos, and so we fussed around with it, and we did make some magnets, but we're going to make more today. And then I made a whole bunch, so it's actually going to go better because I screwed some things up myself, and then I figured out a way to do these a little bit better and more efficient. And then I also designed my packaging, and I'm going to spell the tea description in every single thing, except for the fabric, because this is my own fabric, is in the video description. So you guys can do this project. So you can buy all the supplies, and it wasn't that bad. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make my money back on it right away this Christmas. So I started out with the machine, and then it comes when you buy the machine initially. What the heck is going on here? I just got here. Ron, we're going to make some fridge magnets. So I have the machine. When you buy the machine, it comes in a kit, and we had 50 packs, 50 magnets in the pack. So they'll give you the metal. They give you the plastic backing for it. And they give you this plastic film, which I actually set up in this cupboard so it was nice and safe and clean. We need that as well. And then on the back of them, we have the magnets. So, and then I'll show you guys the packaging, but we'll make a few here first. So when we were, and bear in mind, this is a reorder of these. I reordered these because I used the first 100 that came with the kit, and now I've reordered 200 more. So I should have just under 300, because of course you're going to have some waste, just under 300 for my Christmas markets. So we're going to get started. So the first thing you do is you grab this little metal guy here, and you put it into this part of the machine here. There's a little inset, not into the metal where it goes around, like the big metal. Put it into the one where you can actually set it down inside. Then what you need is 2 1/4 piece of fabric, or you could do this with scrapbooking paper as well. So I've got some cut out here already, and I've got more that I will cut out. But we can use this gingham one. You want it nice and flat if possible, and you want to make sure that it doesn't have any threads or anything on it. I've lost my little cutting thing here. My little cutting ruler. I need this little cutting ruler. And I need a rotary blade. Let's use this one because it's already crap. So I had cut these previously. We were doing them in the first video at 2 1/4. And what I was finding at 2 1/4 was the plastic wasn't always wrapping all the way around and then staying essentially stuck. Like it folds into itself and basically seals the fabric into the magnet thing. So now I've reduced it to 2 1/4, and that seems to have gotten rid of that problem. So we've got our little piece of fabric here at 2 1/4, and we're just going to set it down flat on top of the metal. Then we've got a piece of plastic film, which they include. Rub it together with your fingers because sometimes they've got a little bit of static in them and they stick together. And then what I find, I don't know if you guys can see this part very well, but I hold the fabric with my thumb at the top in the center, and then I slide the piece of plastic in over the top and hold it down with my 2 fingers. And then you're going to flip this around to the back of the machine and pull your handle down, just like that. And it stays up in there, which was one of our first problems in the first video. Now you're going to grab one of your white plastic things, and there's a top and a bottom to it. So the bottom where the magnet is going to sit in is actually concave on this side. And then this side is what you need to have face up in the next part of the machine. So that's going to be this part of the machine right here with this great big metal. So go ahead and your magnet down there, or the backing for your magnet right down in there. And now spin the machine around to the back and pull down the handle. Squeeze it good. Now it'll just pop out, and this is the beginning of what we've got. Now we need the magnet. Pretty simple. And the magnets come on big sheets. Gosh, they're heavy too. These are 1/8 of an inch magnets. So they come on a big sheet like this. They're quite heavy. I've got them up on my whiteboard here. They work pretty good. So super sticky backing, and you're just going to put the magnet down inside the concave there. And voila, you are done. You have made a magnet. So as I said, you guys, the link is in the video description for all a bunch of these gingham ones here. I'm sure I just ironed some gingham. This is quilt cotton that I have left over. I'm home Stitchery Decor, so I have a lot of quilt cotton, and I do these huge Christmas markets, farmers markets, etc. And I'm always looking for an add-on product that I can sell in my booth at the Christmas markets. And these are like huge booths, guys. Like I take in last year I took in $55,000 worth of stock, and this year I'm going to take in even more than that because I want to sell 25% more. So I have a bunch of videos on the channel showing you around the studio and all that. So if you want to go check those videos out. And I basically teach what I do here because I cannot make this stuff for everybody, nor do I want to. And I just feel like if more people were doing things for themselves to generate some income, we could solve some of the world's problems. So that is why I'm here today. So this piece of fabric is folded in half. So I'm going to cut 2 of these squares here at 2 1/4 and get 2 more magnets made. Each of my packages is going to have 6 magnets in it, and they'll be mix and match, and they match other. I do all my collections with mix and match colors. So that always helps me get an upsell. So I sell rugs, tea towels, dish drying mats, soup bowl cozies, pillows. I have a card collection, framed mandala art, which you can probably see here. Christmas cards, crocheted dishcloths, and everything is mix and match. Okay, so we've got our little piece of plastic here. Hi, Nita. Hello. In 2 minutes, you guys, when we've got 23 people here, I'll tell you about the channel giveaway. If you want to join the channel, you can join the channel, and we're going to do a giveaway when we reach 150 members. So when I'm done this package of magnets, I'll tell you about the giveaway. And I have other colors here that will go with this gingham. Now, when you turn this first section around, don't worry about this part here. It's going to be off center, and it does have to be off center for this first part. And then when we put the white part in and we swing this mechanism around, they'll all be lined up. That's just how the machine works. So this part here will always be off center, the third one from the bottom, second one from the top. It's just how the machine goes together. So now we grab a white one, make sure we've got it the right way up, flip the machine around, give it a squeeze. Check your edges. You want to make sure your fabric is going around every edge so it's nice and well, just in there, you want to sell a quality product or make these for yourself. Hi, Shar, you're a furry. And Anita, I'm new. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, Kim Lawson is here. Just want to make sure I've addressed everybody. All right, these are the second one. So now we've got 2 in that color. We'll do the third one here. This goes pretty quick once you know what you're doing. Of course, I should have watched a video before I bought it and did my first video. That would have been very helpful. But I'm stubborn like that. So, do I have any of my regular girls here? We're at 28 people now. Hi guys, we're making fridge magnets with quilt cotton. I put a link in the video description for all of the supplies. So this is a good fabric scrap buster. I always have extra fabric and I'm like, what on earth could I make that is going to use up this fabric? Because some of my fabric is like teeny tiny little pieces and it costs money, so you hate to throw it out. All right, there's the third one. We'll put a backing on it. And once we finish the packaging for this one, I'll tell you about the channel membership giveaway thing. Okay, so we have 3 of this color, and I already did, I had these done last night, basically. I did some of these. I have some chicken magnets as well. I don't know if you can see them there. So some cute chicken fabric. So I'm going to put 6 in a pack, and we'll show you how we did that. Put this machine to the side for a second. I did, where did I buy this? I bought this really firm paper. It's called tag board paper. The link is in the description. It's manila tag board, so it's a heavyweight tag board. So essentially, when I put the magnets into this package, I don't want them flopping around, right? So I needed something that's similar to cardboard, not quite as thick as cardboard, that doesn't fold and bend. So when I package these, they're not flopping around essentially. So that's in the video description. Then I had to buy these bags that you see them in. And then I wanted them a certain size. So I always also put this in the video description. I believe it's 4.5 by 6.5. And they're just these little cello bags. So that's in there for you guys as well. And then we're going to need some double-sided tape. So what we do, first of all, is I cut the tag board to 4 by 6. And you can either cut it on a mat like this, or you can use one of these, which I also put in the description for you. Mine is old as the hills, but this is like a paper cutter. Yeah. We are making magnets, fridge magnets, my dear. We are making fridge magnets. They look like this. I'm about to package some. You're here just in time. We're going to tell you about the channel giveaway after we get these into a package. So what we need to do now is grab our double-sided tape. I already have one piece going here. Just get yourself a good chunk of tape here. Put it on the back, and I like to put it like just on the edge up here of the magnet too. So then when people get these and they need to pull them off the paper, they've got a little bit of a place that they can grab the tape from. So we'll put 6 of them onto this tag board paper. All of the links, you guys, are in the Amazon store, and I put that in the video description for you. So my website link is there, the Amazon link is there, the channel membership link is there. All the links are already there for you. So I preset that up before I went live because I know people have questions, and we kind of want to make fun things. So if you're new here, I'm Jolene. I'm from Stitchery Decor. This is my channel. I do all kinds of crafty things, and then I go and sell at these huge Christmas markets. I sell online as well. So all of my products are available online. And then I teach what I do, because why not? It's kind of fun. So I think I'm going to sell these 6 for $8.95 Canadian. And if my pricing doesn't work, I can always reduce the price, but I definitely don't like to have to increase a price. Or I could offer it as, buy 2, get a discount, that kind of thing. So here is them on the tag board itself. You can see they're very nicely lined up and in alternating patterns. And now we just grab our cello bag, and we want the flap to go to the back because there's a little seal along the flap. So we'll grab our magnets, we'll put them in here, and take the plastic off that basically the adhesive there. And there we have it. There are 6 in this pack. What do we all think? Do we love it? Hate it? Think we're crazy? What's the vote today? It's super fun. So I'll tell you about the channel membership, and then we'll make a different color because why not? So for on my channel, I have a bunch of giveaways. So if you're watching on my channel and you see those videos that have the little gold packages on those are videos that have, hi Alyssa, those are videos that have giveaways in them that are for the subscribers of the channel. Just go ahead and watch the videos and follow along, and you could win whatever we're giving away in those videos. And then for the paid members, we have a paid membership that is $2 a month, and we have a prize here of valued at $400 now for when we reach 150 paid subscribers. Hi, Sarah. Welcome again. Okay, so for the paid members, if you want to join the channel, there's a join button at the top of your screen. You can go back to my main icon. There'll be a join button there as well. And in the video description, there's a link there that you can copy and paste and join the channel. So the giveaway is pretty huge. First of all, we have this FAF Quilters Kit. It has 2 quilting rulers, rotary cutter, rotary blades, and a pack of quilting needles. And then we have underneath, because it's double layered, if you can imagine, we have a rotating cutting mat. This is a gift from FAF, and you cannot purchase this. So this is valued at $312 Canadian. And when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we'll do a random draw. You'll have to give me your address. I'll send it to you free of charge. Then we did a live video here last week, and we made this Christmas tea towel, and you can go ahead and watch the live. This one was super fun, and we decided we're going to give away a tea towel in the draw. And then we did reversible Christmas placemats with Robert Kaufman fabric. So you'll receive a set of 2. There's a live video for this as well if you want to watch that. Also fun. And then we did... we announced my book, which is From Zero to YouTuber. It's available on Amazon. And I basically teach you what to do to have a business like mine. So if you're interested in that, I put the Amazon link in the video description. But if you win the prize, you're going to get a copy of the book. And then we made a jelly roll rug. So we'll do a jelly roll tube maker as part of that draw. And then we did a set of 6 Christmas magnets here when I first opened the magnets. So when the paid memberships reach 150, and I believe we're at 11, which is pretty good because we just started last week, we'll do that draw and get on with giving somebody a fabulous prize. And then I want to be one of the biggest YouTubers like like Mr. Big Butt for crafts, and do all kinds of this fun stuff. So join, because it's going to be fun. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then you'll get notified when we do more videos. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and we're going to make our next set. In my pretty mug that another lady at a Christmas market makes. She was next to me a couple stalls down last Christmas. Okay, so the magnet maker, once again, I put the whole entire shopping list for this exact project in the video description. You put the metal piece down first, and now we're going to make another color, and I have some of it cut out already. So we're going to do, should we do pink? Sure, why not? We'll do pink next. So we're going to do the pink gingham. So the fabric is cut at 2¼ inches. I find I tried it, like I said, at 2½ inches, and it didn't wrap around properly, and the plastic covering wasn't holding, and you don't want to waste your material. So I reduced it to 2¼ just to see if that would work better, and turns out it did. And the other thing is, you could also do this with scrapbooking paper. So I put some links in for some pretty scrapbooking paper, but we've all got, sure, scraps in our craft rooms that are 2¼ of something that you could use for this. So there's a pink gingham one. We'll do this a bunch more times. There's 6 in a pack, right? So we need to cut 6 different ones. And at some point here, my husband's going to mow the lawn outside the window. We can't do much about it. He's got a whole bunch of work. My office studio here flooded a couple weeks ago, so he's been fixing the drainage, and he fixed our fence. And now is the last day for him. He's going to put in a French drain and try to fix our grass up, and it hasn't been mowed since this problem occurred here a few weeks ago. We just had this like deluge of rain, and this office flooded, but thankfully all of my furniture, all of my supplies, everything is up off the floor. All my furniture is on wheels, and my stands that I have all my finished product on, they're 4 inches up off the ground, so we didn't have much damage. And my floor is plastic, that prefab plastic wood-like flooring, because years ago we did have moisture in the basement here, and we had cork flooring, and that didn't turn out so good. So now we have the plastic, so it just dries. All right, so there's the second one. Get the third one going here. Where's everybody from? We've got a whole bunch of people. 35 people. We're making magnets, guys, with Home Stitchery Decor. Little cute farmhouse Christmas magnets, farmhouse and Christmas magnets. We're going to sell them at the Christmas market. And typically in my studio, if I was just doing this, I would have my Cricut machine running, making all, I don't know if you can see them, but all my mandalas here in the back. And I would have my embroidery machine running, making my lace Christmas reindeer ornaments. But I figured the lawnmower was going to be annoying enough today, so we'll spare you. Here's the next one here. All of the supplies are available on Amazon. Even the refill supplies, but be careful because I did buy refill metal and plastic, but I didn't realize that it had on the back of this white plastic, it had a pin, so like you could make these and like pin them on yourself. And I didn't want that, so I had to return it and then just order the ones without the pin. They had the pin, but they didn't have magnets. They just had the pin, so I bought the wrong one. And then this morning I went and returned it, and Amazon charged me $20 to do the return. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So when you're ordering the replacement parts, on the links I put in the video description, I put the right link in because I didn't want to bugger anybody else up. But just be careful you order the right one and make sure it has the magnets and not the pins. Unless you want the pins, and then order the one with the pins. And I guess that would be a fun thing. Like if you had like a children's school event or something where everybody, had to wear a name badge and you were making them yourself, or like a family reunion where everybody had a coordinated pin, that would be okay. But for me, I just want to make the fridge magnets. So, hello, Steph. How are you today? Very talented, hard work, like done. Thank you very much. And Steph's one of my regulars. She's a member of the channel. So welcome back, Steph. I did tell you guys between 10 and 10:30, and I was on here at 10:29. So I did pretty good today. And we're just going to make a few different colors. Steph, did you watch the first one, right? Where we were making these and we were cutting it at 2.5. I was wrong. Cut the fabric at 2.25. It'll work out better because the plastic film on the top that has to get stuck into the plastic backing, it wasn't holding all the time. So I reduced the fabric to 2.25, and that seems better. Working on rugs. Practice, practice, practice. Yes, very good. I'm excited for you. Steph's one of our channel members, you guys. She's been here for a while. We started that, I don't know, like 10 days ago, maybe. Time flies when you're having fun. So when we reach 150 paid members, we'll do the draw for that huge prize. And then people just keep coming back here all the time and watching what I'm doing, which is kind of fun. And I hope taking some inspiration to make some products for themselves and go out into their community and sell some products or give them to their friends and family for Christmas. And why not? So I do like this machine now that I have figured it out. The first day when I unwrapped it, I thought I had made a huge mistake. Yeah, you were working at the same time. Okay, well, Steph, priorities, right? You got to work sometimes, girl. All right, here's the next one. We've got one more of the pink to do, and then we'll switch to another color. And we're going to package these as we go, just so anybody coming and joining the live as we go can kind of see what we're doing without, being here for an hour on one step and not getting to see the next step, because that would be kind of annoying. I think I would be annoyed with that, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I have been making jelly roll rugs with all the batik I have to make rugs. I love a nice batik. I have some in my big stash. We'll see if I get back to making those ones before Christmas. I've had that color for a couple of years. So I kind of think, sometimes people get sick of a color at the farmer's market. And then I want to make a new color and then just kind of mix it up so nobody gets bored. All right, so here it is. The fabric is going all the way around the edges, so you're not seeing, big metal edges. And then we've got the really thick, these are like 1/8 inch thick magnets. So there's a whole bunch of people here, 47 people. Hi, you guys. I'm Jolene from Stitchery Decor. We're making fridge magnets with quilt cotton fabric, and this machine and all of the parts I put in the Amazon link in the video description. So if you want to try this project, I put it all together for you guys. Have fun. So now we've got our tag board. Where can I find the shopping list for the magnets? Sarah, it is in the video description. So if you go to the video description either now or after the video is done, I've put an Amazon link there. And if for any reason you can't find the link, leave a comment after this video goes live, and I will put the link in the first pinned comment as well. But the thing is, when the video, when we're doing live on YouTube and then we end the video, it sometimes takes YouTube a little while to process the video and then put it back up. But it will be there, and I will put a link for this in the very first pinned comment, but I can't do that while I'm live. So there is a huge list there. The whole list is there, and it's fun. You could do this with fabric. You could do this with, I put links in there for like scrapbook paper, and you just have to cut it at 2.25 is what I'm finding. For the machine that I put in the links, and you can buy replacement parts, which I also put in there. So this is our tag board that I cut to 4x6. And again, we need our little cello bag, also linked. Everything's linked. Our little cello bag, and then our double-sided tape. So now we are going to tape our magnets onto the tag board here with double-sided tape. Going to make a nice little package. And if you guys are just new here, apologies for my husband mowing the lawn. We had a flood, and now he's been working on the drainage and the fence, and now a French drain and fixing the grass. And today's the last day he can kind of get in there to do that before we take a little holiday. So he's trying to get that done. So you may hear the lawnmower going, and I apologize. But you know what? That's life. And I'm still here working, and he's doing his thing, being a good husband, getting our stuff fixed up. So good for him. But I can hear him coming closer. Can anybody hear the lawnmower? Oh, goodness. Actual real world problems, right? First world problem. You can hear somebody's lawnmower while they're crafting. You can hear their husband mowing the lawn while they're crafting. It's like not an actual problem. Now, see here. I'll show you guys. Sometimes this happens. Can you see this? This little piece of plastic. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty close up. It was stuck, but then it just kind of came loose. So that's a no good one for me. So I will just quickly make another one. You can try to take them apart if you want to, but I tried to do that and it didn't work out very good. So I'll just make a second one here. Won't take but a minute. And I don't know why it does that. It's like it sat there for a minute and then it just popped out after it had been sitting there. It got grumpy. Whatever the case may be. So we'll do it again. Because I definitely don't want customers going, this one is broken. This one isn't good. So lay the metal down first, then your fabric on top of it, get everything centered, then that little plastic film they give you with the machine. Push the handle down, grab your white. My scrapping mama. Hello, cat. Good morning. I told you I'd be here. I told you I'd be here. Steph, you can't hear it or you can't find the list because can everybody hear me? Just say you can hear me if you can hear me. Otherwise, I need to fix my mic. Okay, so there's the back of that one. This one seems to have gone round a little, to be honest, a little wonky too. Look at that. Dang it. Yeah, hi, cat. Okay, we're going to cut this third time. Oh, goodness, this one doesn't want to go. Don't get mad at yourself, you guys. And especially like for me, if I'm off, I'm talking to the camera and stuff here too. So this could just be me screwing things up by not having something perfectly centered. Maybe just pay more attention than I have been the last couple ones. So 2 1/8. We're cutting these at 2 1/8 now, you guys, for Kat and Steph. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Olive. Thank you for telling me you can hear me. So if somebody else can't hear me, it's a you problem. Check your settings or leave the live and then come back if you want to. Okay, I squeeze that one. Oh, this is better. I got it. I got it now. But you can expect a little bit of waste with any craft project. And of course, it's harder if you're trying to do a YouTube video and talk to the screen and do a video and keep people entertained and read comments and reply. So that could have been my fault. So we've got 6 here. And the next one we're going to do is going to be teal and yellow. And like I said, I've got these. I was going to package them 4 to a package, but then how they sat, I'll maybe just grab one of my containers. This is going to be the container that they sit in at my booth. And you can get these at the dollar store, like Dollarama. I don't know if that's the same in every, like in Canada, it's Dollarama. So I just got these and I believe they're $4.50. So thanks, Kim. On the top of my stand, I have 3 of these. I have cards in one. I have dishcloths, so 2 different colors of dishcloths in another. And now I'm going to have the magnets. And you're going to see like quite a few will fit in here. So this would be a great product for Christmas market for you, because you can fit quite a bit of like dollar wise into a small container. So this is what it looks like now in the plastic packaging with the tag board in the back. You're welcome for sharing too. It's no problem. Like I said, so I say this all the time on my channel. I cannot make these things for everybody. I just can't. And I don't want to. So I would rather teach. Yeah, they are cute, aren't they? Yeah, thanks, Kat. Very, very cute. And then where was the other one we did? Oh, this, like, of course, mine are going to be done by color. So each stand is done by color. So here would be the chicken magnets. That's how they would look. And then this one I didn't alternate just because I didn't like the spacing on the other coordinated fabric for this. I felt like the design was too far apart and they weren't really attractive. So this set will be given to you if you join the channel and you win the channel giveaway when we reach 150 paid members. So this one is just going to be one design, but that's how that will look. So they are going to be quite nice. And it's something you could easily work on, like at your craft market stand. If you had everything pre-cut and you were just assembling these, people would love it. People love, love, love it when you're working on something at your stand and they can watch you. Mm-hmm. So now you're going to hear my husband because he is going to be right outside my window. There he goes. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. But it is what it is. We do have to work around here. Okay, so now I'm going to do some yellow and teal. So I think this yellow, well, yellow and gray and teal. I think about that one. Probably could have hit that with an iron, so I'll cut some out of the middle here. And then the teal, we'll use this nice big color here. Yeah, just want to make sure. So we need 3 of each. I'll fix that little bump later. We need 3 of each color unless something goes cattywonker and we need to cut another one. And these are folded in half. This fabric's folded in half. So we're cutting it 2 1/8. And if you're just joining us, you could do this with scrapbook fabric or scrapbook paper as well. And I put a link in the video description for absolutely everything we're using here. The Amazon link will be there, and I will put a link in the pinned comment when the video is done processing by YouTube here in a few hours. So just double check, make sure you've got no little thread sticking in there. Yeah, Kim, school magnets. Like, what are you thinking? Give me some ideas for school magnets. Like team colors, name tags. What do you think would work for that? So 2 1/8. Turn it to the side, 2 1/8. If you've got a bigger print, you know, kind of fussy cut and get the best part of the design into the magnet, because you don't want a big, like, empty space anywhere. I don't think that will look good. So give people some value there. And we'll do this one. And just like I'm saying here, give people value for their money. I'm going to cut the bigger flowers, like literally fussy cut this one after I just set it, just to give people a bigger part of the design. So we will have a tiny bit of waste on this one, but that's okay. This fabric, like most of the fabric I have here that I'm using for this project was not going to be used for anything. So this is a good scrap buster. So there's a little bit. These are all inside kids' lockers. Oh, that's genius. That is genius. So you guys, if you were making these, like I do modern farmhouse home decor, but if you were making like mix and match products for school, you could definitely market these. Like put your, like if you were listing it, say on Etsy or something, like school locker decor, that would be a great keyword if you were listing these for school lockers. That's a great idea, Kim. This is why you collaborate with people on the internet. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely cool. I will remember that always. School lockers. What a great idea. There's the back of it. Does anybody here have a craft business? I know Kat, my scrapping mama, Steph, you're doing some stuff too, but who's thinking they're going to do these like for a business? So there's the first color. We'll fussy cut a couple more of those with the bigger flowers. Anybody else have an idea for where we could use these? I was thinking like fridge magnet, that's fine. But for in your trailer, like if you had a camper, because we have a camper, so we're out. And like you get the campground map when you first get to the campground. If you had a magnet on your fridge, you could put they give you the map with the Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. You could just put it onto your fridge. I think that would be cool. So we have like a group of people that we camp with, and I was actually thinking this would be a fun little gift for Christmas time for all of us with our campers. And I know like a couple of them would really appreciate it. A couple of them, don't really decorate their camper. But I think it could be a fun little gift. So somewhere in here, somewhere in this office, I might have some camping fabric. And you know what? For that too, go buy a meter of fabric. You're going to get a lot of magnets out of it, or a half a meter, or whatever it is. However, or yard if you're in the States. I'm from Canada, so we do the metric system. But yeah, you could buy some little scrap pieces of fabric, or like fat quarters from Walmart or Amazon. I guess I should have put fat quarters in there too on that Amazon shopping link. Super duper cute. Loving this color. So we're just going to put another magnet on the back of that one. We'll fussy cut another large flower. Fleur. Two and an eighth. 2 1/8 seems to be the answer, you guys. Don't cut this at 2 1/4. It didn't work out so well. The plastic was not sticking into the back. It was coming loose, and you want to reduce as much waste as possible. So by all means, I learned how to do this project. I wasted a bunch of materials, and I'm telling you what not to do. I hope that helps. Let me screw it up first and then give you a list of all the things to buy. And now you go ahead. Super fun. I don't know how many colors we'll do here today, but we're we've got quite a few people here, so that's kind of fun. Where's everybody from? Okay, put your metal down into this side of the machine. Put your fabric down on top. Get it lined up as best you can. Make sure you only have one layer of the film. I hold my thumb down at the back of the fabric to hold everything straight. Put the film down, hold it down with my finger, just double check, make sure everything's lined up. Swing that section to the back. And then grab, which part am I getting now? The white piece, make sure it's right side up. Swing that section to the back, squeeze the machine a second time. Pops out, looks like this. Put a magnet on the back. I kind of like repeatable projects like this. It's like, I'm going to shoot a video of me doing it for my ASMR channel, so auto sensory channel, and see how that video does too. Okay, so we've got our 3 flowers, and now we're going to do 3 of the yellow. So we're doing coordinated pieces here. Okay, so if you guys like stuff like this, remember to hit subscribe and the bell button, and you'll get notified when I put out new videos. Go watch the videos that have the little gold presents on them, and you could win the prizes in those videos. And if you join the channel for $2 a month, we have a huge draw, a $400 value. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do a draw for that. It's amazing. And you'll have to give me your address, and then I'll ship it all off to you. And I do repeat myself a little bit on these videos because it's live and people come and go off the videos all the time. They pop in, they're like, what's going on? And you tell them your little story and they're like, hey, I want to watch that for a minute. And some people have watched the cycle and then they're like, okay, I'm out. I learned what I need to learn. I hit subscribe and I'm going home. Okay, so there's the yellow. We got 2 more of those to do. Then we'll be able to do up another little package. I was actually thinking I could take this little project with me camping, and while I'm hanging out, you know, at the campground, listening to some tunes, drinking my pina coladas, this could be a fun little thing to do in an afternoon, because I don't like sitting too much. So unless we're playing games like crib or ladder ball or something like that, I don't want to be sitting in my chair all day. It doesn't do my back any favors. So I would rather be up moving around. Shannon Straight, how do I make these? Okay, Shannon, we'll go through the whole process here on the next one in 1 second here. Stay with us, girl. Stay with us. Okay, first of all, Shannon, I put a link in the video description with the whole entire Amazon list. This will be the finished project. And I put all of the supplies, everything, even the packaging on the list for you guys. Okay, so first of all, on the list, you need this machine. Looks like this. And it came with 100 metal, 100 white plastics, and 100 plastic films, and then 100 magnets. All right, with me? So first of all, I'm doing mine with quilt cotton, and I'm cutting it to 2 1/4 inches. These are 50 mil square magnets. So I have a crafting business and I have all this leftover fabric, and I'm like, I need a project to use this leftover fabric, and I have a craft business, so I want to sell it. So first of all, you need the metal, and there's 2 different sections of the machine. So grab your little metal guy and put it into the one that has a little lip on it, not this one with the big metal ring. So lay that down flat. Then you grab your 2 1/4 inch either fabric or paper, and you can use scrapbook paper. And I put, like I said, links for everything is in the video description. So put your fabric down, line it up in the center, grab one piece of plastic film, squish it together between your fingers to make sure it's not stuck. Make sure you don't have any loose threads or loose paper if you're using paper here. And put down your plastic on top. Now, be careful to hold the piece of paper or the piece of fabric underneath. Like, put your thumb at the top of it and then slide the plastic down just to try to make sure everything stays lined up. You know, line everything up perfectly and then swing the machine around to the back. Now, when you swing the machine around to the back, you're going to notice that this guy, the second from the top, is off center. This guy right here. That's what you need. You need that one off center. So line it all up. That guy's going to be off center. Like, push the bottom as far as it will go. Then pull your handle down and push. Okay, that's the first step. Then we grab our white piece of plastic. And you'll see here, one side has got like a smooth concave, and then the other side has a ridge with a little concave. This is the side that has to be facing up in the machine, and this rounded one faces down. So we're going to put that one into the big metal ring, just like that. All right. And then once we're done that, we swing the machine around the other way. Now you'll see that all four of these are now lined up. There's no sticking out on an angle. So as long as those ones are lined up, you push the handle again and you'll notice it goes down much further. It's just the way the machine is designed. And now you're pushing all those parts together. Okay, you're nodding your head. Good, good, good. And now this is what it will look like. And now you need to put a magnet on the back of it. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this one here, you do sometimes get a little bit of waste. This one here, the plastic didn't stick. So we're going to redo that. So stay with us, Shannon. But it is, that can happen. Sometimes the plastic doesn't stick. It can be me, user error. It can be that this machine is from China. And, you know, about once every freaking, I don't know, if I was paying attention, probably once every 25 of these, something gets buggered up and it doesn't work perfectly. So we're going to do that whole step again. We're putting the plastic on the top. We're spinning the machine around. And it also could have been because I lifted up the machine to show you. Like, something could have shifted. And we'll put the white plastic piece down and then we'll show you the next step. Okay, push the handle down. Super easy. Okay, now this one is stuck. This is what it looks like. And now they've got these, they give you the magnets with it. So this is like a 1/8 inch thick magnet. So we put that down into the concave. I'll try to do it here so you guys can see. So slide the magnet down into the concave. And it looks like this now. And they're super sticky magnets. Love it. Yeah. Mammy 222, we're making fridge magnets is what we're doing here. Okay, so now we have a set of 6 magnets and in alternating colors, so yellows and greens. Now we're going to package them. And like I said, I've put all of the supplies. So this is the tag board that's in that Amazon shopping list on my in the video description. I've cut them to 4x6. Yes, you can put photos in these, and you can put scrapbook paper. So anything thin that you think of for crafting supplies that you think you could put in there, you could give it a try and see if it works. Make sure it's thin. So the tag board I bought came in a bigger size than this, but I cut it down to 4x6. And you can either use like a rotary cutter and a ruler line up like this, or I have this ancient paper cutter. So this is what I used, and I cut a bunch of paper at the same time. So this was super easy for me. I've had this, gosh, I don't know, since the 90s anyway. That thing's been in my craft room. It's crazy good. And then we need double-sided tape. And Angelina Fernandez. Hello. I think with a name like Fernandez, you might be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I might be right. Okay, and so now we just put a loop of double-sided tape on the back. And I put the double-sided tape not quite in the center because I want it to have a little, basically a little piece where somebody could actually grab it afterwards to remove it, because I'm packaging these for my farmer's market, but there's I don't think there's really any other way to do this other than to have a magnet sheet on the back of it, but then you're kind of wasting that magnet sheet because what are you going to do with it afterwards? And it was when I priced out magnet sheet, it was going to be a lot more expensive than this basically thick cardboard, which is called tagboard. Shannon, it is in the video description. And when the video is done on YouTube and YouTube has processed the video, then I'll be able to go in and edit it even more. And the Amazon shopping list will be in the first comment. I can't edit that first comment while we're live. So I put it in the video description. So if you go to the video and you go to the description, you'll need to copy and paste the link from there. And then once the video is live, I'll be able to go in and actually put in clickable links for it. So, you know what I should have maybe done is like, I don't know if I can do it. I might be able to do it at some point, is to like make a QR code and have a piece of paper here and be like, here's the QR code, scan this with your phone for the link. I'm going to try that for our next live. See if I can do a QR code. Oh, I put this in the wrong order. I like them to be alternating, which I did not do here. So pull this one off, put this one down. Does anybody have any more questions about how, subscribe. Thanks, Shonen. That's awesome. Where did you get your bamboo holders? Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina, we got them at the Dollarama store. So they were, I think they were like $4.50 or $4.25. Not expensive. And I have many of them. As you, I think you were here a couple of days ago when we did like the tour around my studio where I showed you all the stuff I was selling. I have many of them. I actually just went and bought 13 more of them because I'm going to have bigger booth this year at one of the markets, which means I can have more space. So that means I need more product, which means I need more holders. Okay, so the cello bags, the tag board, the double-sided tape, absolutely everything is in there. And I'm going to tell you guys, stay here for 1 second. I'm going to show off the members only price. Okay, so here's the next color. So so far we've done this color, the Christmas color, which I didn't alternate because the other pattern was too far spaced apart. It looked like crap. We've got the chicken magnets, and we've got the pink ones that we've done here. So if you're subscribed to the channel and you want to win a prize, go watch the videos that have the little gold presents on them. Follow the instructions in those videos, and if you win, I'll get in touch with you. But we're also building a membership of this channel. It's $2, super inexpensive, $2 a month. And we have a prize here valued at $400 now to give away when we reach 150 paid members. Still can't hear you. I'm not sure why. Shannon, everybody else can hear me. So can everybody hear me? Kat, can you hear me? I'll go to one of my regulars and see if they can hear. Got it back. Okay, you can hear. Okay, so this is for the paid members. I was just saying, just in case you missed it, if you go to my channel and you want to win a prize, go and watch the videos with the little gold presents. Follow the instructions. If you win the prize, I get a hold of you and send you the prize. But we're doing a paid membership of the channel, which is $2. So we're trying to build this like huge community where we can do like fun freaking things and do giveaways. So the when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to draw for this. So this is a FAF quilters kit. It is 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, and 2 packs of FAF needles. And then on the bottom side of this is a rotating cutting board. You can't buy this. You have to win it. Okay. So that's from FAF. That's the biggest part of the giveaway. I maybe should have saved that for last, but whatever. Then we did a live when we were first doing the membership. I think it's been like 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. And we did a live and we did this tea towel. So you can go back and watch that live and you'll win this as well if you're the lucky winner. Then we did 2 reversible placemats, Christmas placemats with Robert Kaufman fabric. So you'll receive a set of Christmas placemats. And then we announced my book, which I actually wrote a book, if you can believe that. It's for sale on Amazon. It's called From Zero to YouTuber. It teaches you how to start a YouTube channel and basically grow a business like I have. So you'll win a copy of my book. And I put a link in the video description for this book as well. But it's From Zero to YouTuber by Jolene Airy. It's available paperback, hardback, and a Kindle edition. And then we did a jelly roll rug. So we're giving away the tube maker as part of that big prize. And then you'll receive a set of 6 of the Christmas magnets. So the prize is valued at $400. Channel memberships are $2 a month. So you have to be a channel member. When we reach 150 paid members, we'll do a draw and have some fun with that. So what color of these should we do next? I know. I know. We're going to do the so retro, like this retro pinstripe and taupe. So we're going to do this color next because each of the stands that I do, I have colors on each stand. So I have a pink stand. I have a teal stand. I have, what was that other color? Well, yellow and teal on that stand as well. I have a taupe stand. I have black. I have reds. And I just want to, I'm going to have one of these containers on each stand with the coordinated magnets in it. So that's going to be fun to make all of these magnets. And like I say, I might have to take this project with me camping and make some magnets while I'm camping. But all of these are going to be full before the Christmas market start. The first day of my Christmas market is November 6th. So if you're in the Calgary area and you want to come see me at a Christmas market, please do. I will be at the Millerville Ag Society Christmas Market. And you can buy all my products on my website as well. It's Home Stitchery Decor. So some people watching crafting things though typically aren't in the market to buy your products, and like people just want to make their own stuff, which I totally get. And if you want to learn how to make stuff, you're going to learn from somebody, so why not me? Because I'm making it anyway. I'm literally going to stand here today and make some magnets. So why not have a YouTube channel, make some new friends, do some giveaways, have some fun in the community. There's 2 of those, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might have one of them somewhere else already, but I can't find it. So we'll cut 4. And that way, if we screw something up, we've got a backup one cut already. And you could cut these much quicker. You could use, well, your Cricut machine and put a piece of fabric down on it and just use a fabric mat. And this would cut out much quicker if you wanted to do it that way. Oh, you used the link to AccuQuilt and bought a stocking and bowl cozy. I didn't know you did that because I haven't signed on there yesterday. But I did see, and I was going to message you privately because I don't ever want to call people out if they're buying stuff without them saying, hey, I bought that. But I did see that you bought those files yesterday, which is pretty exciting. So you guys, what we're talking about is yesterday we did a live where we made mandalas with the Cricut, and we were making this design, and the designs are available on my website. And there was we did the live, we did the video. Should we tell them the discount code? Why not, right? Because I just said there's a discount code. If you want to buy the mandala designs and make your own Cricut shadow boxes, go to my website, home Stitchery Decor, which is the same as this channel name, and scroll down. You'll find the mandala link there, the section where all the mandalas are, and use the discount code YT, which is YouTube, so the letter Y, the letter T, and then mandala, MANDALA. And then if you go back and watch that live, we talk you through the whole process. And I have a couple videos on the channel, of course, that are like sped up, not live videos. And we will teach you how to make mandalas with those designs, and you get a discount. And I do have AccuQuilt as well. If anybody needs a link for AccuQuilt, where I cut out soup bowl cozies, stockings. I have the strip die, of course, if I want to make my own jelly roll rugs with my own fabric. So thank you for using that. That's cool. I appreciate it. I just, when you start building something, you never know, like, if people are going to respond. And I really just want a whole bunch of people to be able to like start and run their own businesses. So why not? I don't like the edge on that one. I'll fix that one later. Just kind of popped out as I was looking at it, and I'm like, not so much. So if you're using my links, I do receive a small commission for that, and I appreciate it. Like even the Amazon link. I'm an affiliate for Amazon. Last month, I think I got $13 off of Amazon, which isn't a lot. But I think as we grow the community and people get to know you, they're more likely to go shop something on a link because they know that you're getting paid for doing that, right? Like you've taken your time to do it. So when I'm in the studio here, I am always watching another person on YouTube. Because I'm like, why not? These girls are making their businesses too, and I can quite easily have my computer running and watching in the background. So this one's much better. And, people are busting their butts and helping others, right? Showing people products, showing people tips and tricks how to do stuff. And I feel that's valuable. So I'm going to support them as well. There you go. What does this comment here now? It says pretty. What was the other one? Something about a bowl. Oh, bought the stocking bowl cozy case. Yeah. I want to support you where I can. I really appreciate you teaching us. You're welcome. I'm having fun. And it's valuable, right? So yeah, all the things we buggered up on this when we did the first live of the unboxing, we kind of figured out we're cutting these now at 2 1/4, not 2.5 inches. And the fabric is getting wrapped around the edging of the metal. So you can still see the fabric around the edging, but the plastic film stuff, when I cut it at 2 1/2, it wasn't holding everything together perfectly. So I cut the fabric down to 2 1/4, and that seemed to solve that problem. So if something's not working perfectly, look at your process, calm yourself down, because not everything's going to be perfect. And if you're having a business, you do have to expect a little bit of waste. And so here's the back of it now. And we're going to grab our magnet. And for those of you who are new, I'm Jolene from Home Stitchery Decor. We're making fridge magnets. And I put a link in the video description for all of the parts and things. And when the video is done processing by YouTube, after it goes live, I will have a link in the first comment is where you'll be able to find the link and you'll be able to get all of these supplies. So what are you going to make first with your stocking die? Have you seen my stocking tutorial on the channel? Did you go and watch that? Because I could not find a stocking tutorial that had the stockings where they were lined and had a fur trim on them. So I made my stockings lined with a luxurious fur trim on them. I'll grab one and show you because I know you want to see. And I made a tutorial and I put it on the channel here. So go and find it, and I walk you through step by step of how to do it. Because there wasn't one. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm going to show you a stocking. Let me grab one here. It's pretty close, so it's not too far away. So these are the Christmas stockings. This is made with AccuQuilt die and the cutting machine. And then this is the luxurious, this is the best quality fur I could buy. And it has a hanging tab on it. And it's lined with cotton muslin. So there's one. When this video is over, you guys, I'll put the AccuQuilt link in there as well for you. But this is the second one with gnomes. And again, I use the same for trim. This time I used a ribbon for the tab. And you can go watch the tutorial for that one as well. I haven't done a live sew of that one. I just did the video tutorial for it last year. So we've got 3 of that color, and now we're going to do 3 of the pinstripe. Yes, perfect. And thank you for spamming the channel. That's awesome. I love it when people do that because it actually just gets my content seen by more people. Wonderful of you. You don't have anything better to do with your life than support my channel. Right? Thank you for helping the channel grow by being ridiculous. We appreciate it. And yeah, that's how we respond to people like that. We thank them for their participation. Because I'm sure that's probably all you're going to win in life is a participation award. Was that mean of me? Oh my goodness. Oh, she's catty today. All you're going to win in life is a participation award. Not very nice, but funny. All right, G, we've had enough of you. See you later. We're going to block you now. You have a great day. And report you too. Unwanted context. Hate speech. There you go. Report. Bye-bye. Sorry about that, guys, but that's the only way I can do that is pull the camera off and deal with that. Somebody's laughing at my all you're going to win is a participation award. It's not very nice, but I mean, if you're smarter than me, you can come play. but I don't think you are. So bye-bye. Yeah, why is this person still here? Sorry, guys. Remove. And hide the user. There we go. Should be gone. Moving the camera around. My apologies, but sometimes we have to do stuff like that. See if we can get people blocked on YouTube for being silly. You don't need to be here. All right, so again, we're using the pinstripe one. We're cutting this at 2 1/4, or sorry, 2 1/8, not 2 1/4. I'm using quilt cotton fabric, but you could do this with paper. And we had a couple of great ideas. No worries, now I know what. I don't know what we're talking about there, Kat. Okay, we got the pinstripe one. Put the pinstripe one down. Get our plastic. I think I might have missed a comment there when that person was saying all their stuff. Sorry about that. And I don't know why I'm apologizing for people misbehaving. Really shouldn't be a thing, but sadly it is. Just have nothing better to do with their life. Okay, here. Oh, that's super cute. I love the pinstripe. That's going to be fun. And I have a bunch of these little colors of taupe left over. I made a quilt years ago for my king size bed. It's 120 inches by 120 inches. So it actually has like the pillow roll. So the quilt will roll up over top of the pillows. And I put it in the country fair and I won first prize. So I was pretty happy about that. And I had a bunch, I had bought like a whole bunch of different fat quarters. This was like before I was like a crafter, right? Like I was just making some stuff for myself, but before I had my business. And so I had bought a bunch of fat quarters at a quilt show and used all kinds of fabric for this. It's beautiful, but of course I didn't know how much I was supposed to buy or anything like that. So I over purchased, and then I had some, a bunch of stuff left over for it, but not quite enough to do another project. So now I will be able to make these magnets. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. So we have one pinstripe one left, and we will be able to put our packaging together. Very fun. If you guys want to make this and you're just joining the channel now, the link for all of the supplies is in the video description. Every single thing I'm using except for the fabric, because that fabric I own. But if you are a quilter, you will know that you always have some fabric left over somewhere. Yes, you do. And now you don't have to turf it or make ridiculous 2 by 2 inch quilts. Because that is not fun. Tiny little seams. Yeah, I love this. This is going so nicely. I love it. But you know what? I loved it when I made my quilt too. So I guess maybe I'm just always going to love this fabric. All right, so now we're going to get a piece of our tag board, which I've cut down to 4 by 6 inches. We've got our double-sided tape. We're going to fold that into a loop and just line them up on the sheet. So I'm going to sell these 6 for $8.95 is what the pricing is going to be. That's Canadian. And we'll see how they do at that price. If I need to reduce the price, I will, but I don't like to put pricing up. People don't like that. They would much rather have a price reduction than a price increase. And I have so many repeat customers, I would prefer them to be happy. And a lot of my customers are women, and women are chatty Cathy's, and they tell their friends about stuff when it's good. So I want to make the best stuff possible, with the best, packaging, the best, make sure that if the plastics come off, I turf that one to the side. I'll, try to figure out if I can repurpose them later, but I don't think I can because they, all the parts kind of pinch together. So I think if they don't work out, you're kind of starting from scratch, but you have to expect some waste. And as I've gotten better at it, I have fewer and fewer waste products. Now we'll get our little cello bag here. I think that price is fantastic. I think of it in US dollars. This morning at a coffee shop, I paid $4 US for a sticker. Yeah. And I've said this over and over again, if you guys are new here, like typically I would be making something on my Cricut at the same time. I would have my embroidery machine running at the same time. I would have my washer and dryer running at the same time as I'm making these. And videotaping things on YouTube. It all adds up, right? So there is the colors. I think they go quite nicely. What do you guys think? Would you buy that? The Mandela paper, it's in the, there's a link in the live that we did yesterday, the Amazon link. There's shimmer paper there, or go to Michael's, and it's called Recollections Collections paper. It's 12 by 12 inches, and I'll show you the paper here in a second. What do you guys think of that one? Pretty nice. This is what it looks like. Recollection, and the camera's going to be backwards for you. Excuse me, with the writing, right? So it's Recollections Collections. And can you see when I do this with the paper, there's a shimmer to it? You need the shimmer paper. Got it? Yep. Okay. And they have different colors of that. So that was the cream color. This is the silver. I mean, you could do it with flat paper. You could do it with any paper. But if you want to make them the way I make them, I use the shimmer paper, and I bought it at Michael's, and I think it's $1.29 a sheet Canadian. And of course, you guys, if you're in the States, you have way more options for everything just because of your population. So we don't get as many options. Not to say we don't get anything, but you have a lot more options for different papers, and you could go to a local scrapbook store, or you could order, online from a local distributor if you were going to order that in bulk. So thank you. Are you using a particular blade and pressure for the mandalas or for this? Yeah, this is the color we just did. I'm assuming for the mandalas, but let me know there. Now we're going to do these two colors. There's this black and cream. This is another color on one of my stands. Black and cream for the mandalas. So the blade I'm using is just the blade that came, the fine point blade from Cricut. And I'm a Cricut affiliate as well, right? Did you know that? I'm an affiliate for everything because I thought, why not? So I can message you later with the all of the Cricut link, and you can just save it to your computer, and anytime you need something, you could use it. But I'm using the fine point blade, and then we're using the setting on the machine was cardstock for intricate cuts. And depending on the cardstock, test it out with a default pressure first. And if the default pressure doesn't work, then try it with more pressure. But change the setting to cardstock for intricate cuts. Does that help? So this fabric I've just folded into 4s. And we'll get cutting here. Try to do this one a little bit quicker. Last night I did some magnets and I sewed part of my Christmas tea towels and some soup bowl cozies. So I try to sew my tea towels until they're at the embroidery step, and then I double back it with sewing soup bowl cozies on the same time. Yeah, I'll send you the link. No problem there. Okay, so I've cut 4 of these at 2 1/4. And then we're going to do this coordinated fabric with it. And we'll see if we can... Anything you can do to speed up the process, right? Like this fabric I wasn't going to use for anything anyway, so I kind of feel like I'm saving the fabric from the trash bin. Because what are you going to do with it? And that's also why I like a lot of the products that I like making with my AccuQuilt. So it does reduce a lot of my waste. I design my projects now to be like width of fabric as much as possible. Because, you know, we don't need to be wasting stuff. And this, your supplies are going to be the most expensive part of your craft business. If you're starting a craft business, so you want to make sure you're getting, you know, every penny you can out of what you're making. Thank you for the mandalas. Square this up. And then after the black, we're going to do a gray one. And we'll see if I have another color after that. We might be done with it by then. But if you're here, you guys, links are in the video description. The Amazon store link is what you need for this project. Okay, so we've cut 4 of these. 4 of these. Hi, Olive. Are you back again, or is this a new Olive? Because we did have an Olive here before. Hi! All right, so we've got our metal part into the first piece of the machine. It will sit down, right side up. We've got our fabric cut at 2 1/4. We've got our plastic, which is squishy between our hands to make sure we only have 1 layer of plastic. Lay that down flat. Spin the machine around. Give it a good squeeze. Now we get our white plastic backing. Put that one down. Spin the machine the other way around. Give it another good squeeze. And here we go is the next color. I love it. That's going to be fun. So if you're new here, you guys, we're making magnets on the Home Stitchery Decor channel. And I have a craft business. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I teach what I do here. You can steal all of my ideas, make fun things for your friends and family. Join the channel and win prizes, or subscribe to the channel and go watch the videos that have the little gold presents on them. And you can also win prizes. And we're just building this essentially huge supportive community here on YouTube with crafting. And we're going to have fun while we do it. Because I'm in charge of the fun. So we're going to have some fun here. So the members only giveaway is valued at $400 when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, which costs $2 a month. We're going to do a draw, and it's a huge draw for over $400 worth of prizes. You'll have to give me your address so I can ship it off to you. So we'll do a random draw of when those members hit 150 and pick a person and send some stuff off. Yeah, this is fun. I like this one. It's kind of a little bit trendy. One of my squares was not cut square. So you can't use a square that's not cut square. You have to turf it. Make sure you don't have any little threads or anything sticking on. and make sure you've only got one layer of plastic. I put my thumb at the back of it and hold the fabric down while I'm putting the plastic in. I slide the plastic from the side through to the front and then hold everything down with my finger. Line it all up. That one I buggered up. Of course, because I'm teaching, right? And try that again. Okay, we got it this time. Swing that guy to the back. Give it a squeeze. Grab your white plastic. Make sure you've got it with the right side facing down. So the side that you're going to put the magnet in has to be facing down. Give it another good squeeze. Turned out perfect. Grab your magnet. These are super like strong magnets. Is it going to stick to this? No, because it's plastic. But they're 1/8 inch thick. When you put these two sheets together, like there's quite a bit of pull. They're pretty strong. And you can buy refills of this. I bought the machine and it came with a set of 100. And then I bought 200 replacement parts. You didn't have to buy the machine again, obviously. You just bought the machine. So I will have 300 of these done for my Christmas market, and we'll see if I have to do even more. And I just got 2 layers of the plastic there because I didn't do what I told you to do, which was this. I didn't do that. So it's stuck together. Tricky little piece of plastic. It's trying to mess with me. All right. Okay, here's the next color that's going to match it. So whenever I have, whenever I can, I'm going to have like 2 coordinated ones in the set. And then that one Christmas color, like I said, the design was just spaced too far apart for the coordinating color. So I'm not going to use that because it just didn't look that good. And then if you've got fabric with a bigger design on it, like this one we did here a while ago, fussy cut those big flowers out. So, you know, you've got a nice design. Because if you're giving these away, or more importantly, selling them, people just expect, you know, quality. So take your time and give them a quality product. There's 2. I always check the back to make sure the plastic's stuck in properly. Because if it isn't, you do have a little bit of waste. But if you slow down, you have a lot less waste. This machine is pretty reliable. I would say if you are having user waste, or having waste, it's a user problem. Not very many of these parts are actually deficient. So you haven't lined something up properly or something shifted after you put it in. Because you've seen how many we've wasted. When I pay attention to it, I'm not wasting that many of these. But every once in a while, something doesn't work out. All right, here's the third one. All right, now we're going to tape them to the tag board. And this one just popped out. Look at that. I just said we don't get very much waste, but look at that. I'm not going to sell that. So we have to redo one. As I was holding it, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look, oh, wait, that plastic is coming loose. Dang it. But I cut 4 of that color, so like I said before, I don't know if there's any way to save those after they come apart. But I have tossed them off to the side. I'll maybe try to find a video, but this machine essentially bends everything. So I'm not sure how you would save that if it came apart. Okay, this one looks better so far. Better, 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 better. There we go. All right, so I do share affiliate links for everything I possibly can. When I first started my craft business, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the products. I'm going to videotape the products. And I'm going to use the machinery and stuff in the videos. So why shouldn't I be an affiliate for some of these products? So as many as possible. So there's like pretty much everything I do now I'm an affiliate for. And if I can find it someplace cheaper, like I was telling you guys on those mandalas, the shadow boxes are on sale at Michael's right now. 2 for $39.99 and you get 2 free. I can't find those anywhere cheaper. So I'm going to tell you to go to Michael's because that's where I'm going. I'm waiting for them to have a sale. And, you know, if you're crafting, every penny you spend on crafting is money out of your pocket, right? So I'm trying to do as best of research as I can. And even if I'm not earning money off of it, I'm going to tell you where the best deal is. That's just the way I am. So, and I was mentioning yesterday, I think I'm going to put my Christmas cards up onto my own website as designs. I just haven't gotten that far yet. And then start looking for some affiliates for that. And we had a couple of ladies that were interested in being affiliates. So we get on that project in the next month or so. But I'm also getting ready for Christmas market. So it's just a lot. We'll see how far we get with everything. But we'll mention that a few times. So keep an eye out, follow the channel. I'm not going to overload myself with affiliates because you don't make any money if you have like 5,000 affiliates. Then the affiliates aren't making any money because they're competing against like 5,000 other 4,999 people. And that's ridiculous. That's not fair. So you, if you had fewer and they were able to make sales and they were happy with their money, they would be more likely to stick at it. Because I've joined some affiliate programs. I'm like, I'm not making any money here. So why am I promoting this product? Kind of sucks. Don't do it. All right. So here's the black and cream. Very lovely. Love it, love it, love it. And again, I designed these. When we first did it, I was going to do 4 in a package. And I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to like put them onto my stands and everything yet. But then I tested out my bamboo boxes, which I bought at the dollar store. They're like $4.50, $4.25, $4.50 Canadian. And when I did 6, they fit in perfectly. So then I had to find the way to package them to make sure it was all consistent. So now we're going to do gray. And this gray. So basically mandalas. Yeah. I'm going to shut my office door. 1 second, guys. I can hear my husband clunking around. I don't know if he's in like our utility room where our sprinkler thing is set up because like I said, we had the flood and he had to redo the drainage, and we also had to fix a sprinkler head because I hit it with the lawnmower. And so he's like, and then the fence had a rotten post. So it's just like this. He's been like working, trying to get all these problems fixed in our yard. And I think he might be in our utility room fussing around with the sprinkler system. And no, we're not rich. He is master carpenter. He builds like multi-million-dollar homes. He's very, very, very talented. And we have access to a lot of tradespeople because of his connections with work. And because he is so super handy, he's able to do a lot of this work himself. And so we have things in our house that make our life easier. Basically because either him or I have made them, and we busted our butts and, you know, put in sprinklers and put in automatic watering for my flowers, like on its own separate irrigation system this year, separate from the actual sprinkler system. So kind of nice when you've got a handyman. Okay, so we've cut 4 of these. We'll do the next color, which will be this color. See if I can get, no, this one we're gonna basically have to cut this way. Like I said, I'm so glad we're not wasting this fabric anymore, because honestly, I have turfed some over the years because I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? And it's just piling up. And now I'm like, oh man, if I only had that, you know, 6 inches worth of fabric here today, that one would have been pretty as magnets. This one, now I'll never throw fabric out because I can make these little magnets. And I'm very confident that these will sell. They're packaged nicely. I'm going to have them at a good price. It's a practical product that people would use. They mix and match with my other products. So I'm fairly confident I'm going to be able to sell these. And if not, you're all going to get gifted magnets for Christmas next year. All the people watching my YouTube videos, I'm like, you get a magnet. You get a magnet. Do like Oprah with her car giveaway thing. She did that one time, which was super fun. I actually watched that one. Like I used to watch Oprah quite a little bit. And I actually watched that one when it was like happening. I was like, oh my goodness, that's so fun. Everybody's getting a car. Who doesn't want to do fun things? All right. You could make fabric grease with the leftovers as well. I could, yeah. You know, I was making grease for a while. There's a company called Unique in the Creek. They're a Canadian company. And they have boards that you would like use zip ties on the boards and then use mesh or fabric to make their beautiful wreaths. They have a huge channel following and everything for it. And I'm an affiliate if you want the link. And I made a whole bunch of wreaths, but here was my problem with the wreaths. I have limited space in this studio. So the wreaths were taking up too much room. The supplies to make them were taking up too much room. Shipping them to the Christmas market, also taking up too much room. Okay, Shannon, leave a comment on this video if I don't hear you, or send me an email at homestitcherydecor.com and I will send you a list of all my links. Please. Because unless you want to put your email up here, which I don't think you want to do, I have no way of getting a hold of you. So leave a comment or email me and I will put links in this video description, because I can't, I can't just send them to you because I don't have your email address. YouTube doesn't link me up like that, if that makes sense to you. I get what you're saying though. You got to go back to work. So if you don't hear back from me, that's why. Hopefully you see this before you head back to work. And I got that message in. But email me, homestitcherydecor@gmail.com. You can find me on my website. Ask me for my links. Yeah, look at this one. I buggered it up. Probably because I was talking. I don't like it. I don't like it when I do that. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, cut another piece of fabric. All right, let's try this one. But yeah, that's why I'm not doing wreaths. They took up too much room, too big to transport, couldn't store them. And my other products were doing better. And the wreaths didn't have a lot of mix and match qualities to what I was currently working on. So I'm sure if I really wanted to do them, I could have found a way to make them work. But it just was not working. So we had a huge garage sale here this summer. This is not cut at 2 1/4. Something's gone wrong here. We had a huge garage sale, cleaned out a bunch of our house. If you're new here, my husband had colon cancer the last couple of years, so we kind of got behind on projects that we could do and stuff, and we just basically got him through that. He's much better. So he's cancer-free right now, but he had a couple of really, really, really horrible surgeries, was in a coma for a while. It was just a mess. So when we got him home and fixed up this year, we started doing a bunch of projects around the house, and one of them was cleaning out my craft room. So anything that isn't making me money no longer lives in this room. It all went. So I sold a bunch of stuff online, and there was a lady in the community actually that makes wreaths with those same boards. So she came over and basically bought the whole setup, which was super cool. Yeah, I'm back. I accidentally dropped back out for a minute. What do we got here? I now have business save. What? I missed your comment. Can you leave that comment again about saving a bunch on jelly rolls and notions, please? I can't see it on my screen here. It just kind of, it was there and then it went away. So could you please relieve that comment so I can reply to it, and I'll watch it here. Sorry about that, but you disappeared. All right, so we're doing the gray. You only need one piece of metal at a time. That time I dropped 2 into the holder. That's not going to work out so well. Grab our piece of plastic. Back in. Make sure everything's lined up this time. How about? And good golly, we got a mess here. We have a little pair of scissors. We have a little piece of fabric here on the edge that's not cut straight. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't want it to cause a problem here in a second. Now let's line it up. Flip it around, give it a squeeze, and we're squeezing. I applied to a few businesses and getting commercial accounts. Oh, you've got an exempt certificate. Business license and tax exempt certificate. I can now apply to a few businesses to get commercial accounts and save a ton on jelly rolls and notions too. Okay, yes, you can. Now, do you have a website? I'm going to tell you why. Once you answer, do you have a website? There's the back of it. We'll see what the answer here is in a second, you guys, because that could be an important part. Not yet. Okay, here's your problem. They're going to want you to validate yourself. So I have a couple of videos on the channel, but I'll just tell you right now what to do. You need, let me give this a squeeze and then I'll tell you. You need to look legitimate. So anybody can get a tax exempt certificate. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just telling you like for fact, right? Anybody can get a tax exempt certificate, but most of these companies that are offering commercial accounts want you to be an actual business that they can verify is an actual running business. So when you have a website with your own business name and you have products listed on that website, the chances of you getting approved for those commercial accounts go through the roof. The chances of you getting approved without a working website, not as good. Not as good at all. So I use Shopify. I can give you a link for Shopify as well. I've got a bunch of Shopify training tutorials on the channel. You would need the basic account for Shopify, which you can start for $1, and then you get your first 3 months, I believe it is, for free. But you definitely need to have a website to do that. And the other thing I do, and I don't do a lot of it, but I do it. Some of them want 250 products. Finally made it. How much do you sell the magnets for? Okay, let's answer that question first, because this video is specifically about magnets. We're going to sell them 6 for $8.95 Canadian. And we are packaging them today like this. And I think you were here, Ray, yesterday. Shopify, that's the one I was trying to remember. Steph, I'll give you my link for Shopify. But also, I don't know if you've seen this on my website, that I do coaching. I do. I don't want to sell a whole bunch of coaching, because I think sometimes like people aren't serious about it, which is why I wrote my book. But I do offer coaching. And basically, if you sign up for a coaching call with me and tell me what you're doing, we can go over, you know, all of the steps that you need to do. But if you need to start a Shopify or a website of some variety. I will tell you that out of all of the website platforms that I have, all of the website platforms like that I've looked at, Shopify is going to be the best if you want to do something like I'm doing. And I'm assuming you want to do something like this. Am I right? And Kat, was it Kat there that just said you want the Shopify link too? I'll put the link in the video description. It's everywhere on my website, or not on my website, like on my Shopify videos. The site, it's in there too. And you know what I'll do is I'll make a community post. That's what I'm going to do. I'll make a community post that has all of my links in it that you girls can use all the links for. But if you've got an idea for a business and you want an hour of like one-on-one, you know, tell me what to do. I have coaching on my website that you can purchase, and then we set up a one-on-one call. There's a list of instructions for things that you need to send me before that call, so that I mentally prepare for the call. And I go through whatever you're telling me you want to do and come up with a plan for you, and I give you the links you need to do it. And there's a couple of options for the call there. There's a 1 hour call, and then there's a multi-hour call there as well. Yeah, Steph, you're in the States, and all of this applies to the States as well. And I know you'll get, like you'll see things for like Wix, WooCommerce, Squarespace, Host Singer. But if you're wanting to do what I want to do, or what I am doing, Shopify is the best way to go because it integrates with everything. Literally with everything. So it, you can share products easily. They have AI technologies to help you write product descriptions. It connects with YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok. My husband's now fixing something above us. Can you hear that? This is what happens. When my husband comes home for a weekend and he has a bunch of projects to do, he just gets out every tool possible and he does all the projects, and then he won't do anything for months. And then all the projects build up and then they all get fixed on the same day. So you hear him up there. I will check out your website and coaching, yeah. And email me too. Because I don't know if I have times up there right now, but you can just email me and be like, you can't hear him. I can hear him. It's okay, good. You can't hear him. He was up there with a drill. It probably helps that I'm talking into a microphone at the same time he's doing these annoying things in our house, but it is what it is. Yeah, and if you go and check it out and it doesn't have a time frame on it or whatever, just email me. I think some of us know each other pretty well now after these couple weeks here on YouTube of getting to know each other, but I do private coaching. Now this one, can you see this one, has popped out on the edge as it was sitting here. So nothing's perfect. Make it again. Yeah, so we have coaching there. You need a Shopify store. I'll send you the Shopify link. And I have videos on this channel that show you literally how to set up a store, how to add products, why you should have Shopify first, even if you want to do Etsy, because you want to, essentially you want to own everything that you're working on. You don't want anybody else to own it. And when you rely on Etsy to sell things, they can shut you down with no notice. And for me, I won't even use a Facebook group to sell anything, because I did have a Facebook page and I was running ads and then got locked out of it and never got it back. And I'm like, they don't pay you for working there, whereas YouTube pays you, right? They're like, if you get your channel big enough, mine's over 7,000 subscribers now. If you get your channel big enough, you get paid by YouTube for ad revenue, and you don't get paid to post on Instagram or Facebook. So I'm only working on platforms that I can get paid for, because my time is very limited. And the amount of traction that I ever got off that compared to the amount of traction and connection I'm getting off of my YouTube channel, it's not even comparable. So I'm choosing to focus on my YouTube channel. All right, so this one is better. And off we go. We're going to put a magnet on the back of that. Oh, when you get a new sheet of magnets, the first one is really hard to get off the corner. Is it better? No, this is not better. Look at this. This one popped out too. What the snap? Okay, one more time for the cheap seats. We're going to make this one last color of gray. Why is it popping out? Doesn't like me. I'm probably not lining something up because I'm ducking too much. I don't know exactly how it works down there, so if you girls want to help each other out with your state laws about applying for things, but I do know you do have to apply. I'm afraid to be on a YouTube channel. People are so mean. You know, here's what I think about people. 99% of people in the world are good, and the other 1%, you just metaphorically punch them in the face and move on. Like for me, it's just water off a duck's back right now, because nobody, this is what I think to myself now, because I used to have like crippling anxiety. Nobody in the world doing better than you wishes you any harm. So anybody on the internet that's got nasty things to say to you, I kind of feel sorry for them. That's the way I feel about it. I'm like, really? That's all you've got? What the snap? So say that, yeah. What the snap? Okay, do we have a winner? This is the third one of this color. The third one. I think we buggered up 2 in a row. So this is the third. Will it stay together? I don't know. Maybe we should do like a 10-second hold on these. I just blocked them. I'm glad you saw that handle this person this morning. Agree. Yeah. Mean people are free entertainment. Yes, they are. Were you guys here? What did I say to him now? All you're going to win in life is a participation award. To that mean person that was here. They're probably still here. I don't even know if I was successfully blocked them or I've just hidden them. They could still be here watching everything. And I mean, if they are, they're just helping my channel. So, but yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm like, that's the only thing you're going to achieve in life is a participation award. I don't know. I'm 50 years old. And I'm a big fan of Eminem. Huge fan of that guy. He will tell it like it is in a way that there's no arguing, right? It's like, you suck, and this is why. All right. More comments help the algorithm. Yes, they do. They do, right? So, I mean, get on here, be the idiot that you are, and then my channel will get shown to more appropriate people. And we're all having fun here, so I'm not sure what your problem is. All right, so we've got the gray. Gonna look like this. Oh, one's falling off. Man down, man down. All right, we got it now. How are we feeling about this? I love a nice mandala. As you can see by the live we did yesterday, I really like a nice mandala. So, perfect. So we've got one more color here. Do I have one more color? I don't know if I do have one more color. Hang on. I have one more color ready to go. Let's see. Let's just do one pack of where it's just this black and white fabric. Yeah. Let's try this one. Are you girls getting it figured out how you can get all registered and stuff? That's nice that everybody's starting to help one another. That's what we need here. Maybe one day when we're super big and the channel's super big, we'll be able to like do one of those like retreat weekends or something where we all book into a hotel somewhere and meet up. But we need obviously to, you know, grow the channel and have participation in it. But that would be cool one day. You see other people doing it and like, why not me? Why not me? See if I can get 2 1/4. Just trying to fussy cut this one a little bit. I'm sorry, 2 1/8, not 2 1/4 for anybody in the cheap seat still listening. 2 1/8. 2 1/8. I think this will be pretty. We'll give it a whirl. I'm in Texas. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? I did most through SOS. I don't know what that is. I love the fabric. Oh, I like that fabric. Yeah, this is an old fabric, actually. I've had this one for quite a few years. And was always like, oh, I'm going to make more tea towels in that fabric. But there just wasn't quite enough of it on some of these strips. So when I was pulling out fabric to do this project today, I was like, oh, I like that one. I haven't seen that one in a while. So let's try this. So we'll cut 8 of them. And then hopefully if we bugger one of these magnets up, we'll have some pre-cut. before we move on. This will be the last color. And then I'm going to go figure out all the things my husband's doing. And I've got a couple of little things I need to do for myself today too. If you were here yesterday, I did go get my car this morning, my flat tire scenario that turned into 4 new tires, which I actually don't feel bad about because I have it was a 2018 car and it didn't have new tires on it. So got new tires on it. Got a wheel alignment done, got an oil change yesterday, filled it up with gas this morning because that light was on too. So yesterday I had essentially 3 lights on in my car. I had the tire sensor lights because the tire sensors had gone out. I had the, you need to change your oil light. So I got that done. And then I had the, you are low on fuel light. I'm like, okay, well, everything all at once. What the heck? YouTube removing comments. What did you comment that YouTube removed? I didn't see anything. Was it like an acronym for something? And they didn't like that? Okay, oh gosh, here's the black and white. That's like, oh, that's going to be stunning. Okay, I really like that one. Dang. Glad I pulled that one out of my head. 6 of these, please and thank you. Oh, if they sit too long, they disappear. Yeah. The comments do, like, they disappear on the thing. That's why I was like, can you please leave that comment a while ago? Because it, like, scrolls up on the screen, and then after a while, it's just gone. All right, so squishy your fabric or your plastic here between your fingers. If you're new here, hi, you guys. We're making magnets with Home Stitchery Decor. Fridge magnets with quilt cotton fabric. We have a channel membership open. It is $2 a month. If you're one of the 150 first members of the channel, you could win our fabulous prize package, which I will show you right now after I put this magnet on, just in case. And then we're going to finish up the video by finishing up these 4 last magnets. So hang on one sec. We'll show you what the prize is. Okay. We'll go backwards this time. So when the channel reaches 150 paid members, which is $2 a month, we're going to draw a random person, and one of those, we'll draw a random name out of those 150, and one of you is going to win this prize pack. So we have a jelly roll tube maker. This is from one of a live we did with live sewing here a couple of days ago. You can go watch any of these lives we did too. They're on a replay. We have Christmas magnets, which we're making right now. We're making more magnets, just not the Christmas ones. You'll receive a set of 6 of those. You will receive a copy of my new book I just released on Amazon called From Zero to YouTuber by Jolene Airy. There is a Kindle edition, a paperback edition, and a hardcover edition as well. And I will teach you what I do here, or if you know somebody else that wants to do something like this, I wrote a book and put it on Amazon. Then we have a matching set of Christmas placemats done with Robert Kaufman fabric. So you'll receive 2 of those. And then we did a live where we sewed this Christmas tea towel. You can go back and watch a copy of that live as well. And then we also have the coup de grace, the grand poobah, the FAF gift box, which is 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, and needles. And then on the bottom of the box, we also, I don't even know what he's fixing up there. We also have a rotating cutting mat. Yeah, the magnets are gorgeous, aren't they? So if you want to join the channel, at the top of your screen, there's a join button. On the main channel, if you go back to Home Stitchery Decor, there's a join button on the main channel link, and there's also a link in the video description. So the prize is valued at 400 Canadian dollars, and you could win if you are a channel member. And if you're not a channel member and you still want to win stuff, hit subscribe and go watch the videos that have the little gold presents on them. Follow the instructions in those videos, and you could also win a prize. It's not as big of a prize as the member only prize, but they're prizes nonetheless. Thank you. I love those placemats too. Those were fun. Okay, so we've got 4 more black and white ones to do. Back of this one. And if you're new watching the channel, I put a link for the Amazon store that has all of this, the whole setup, and the packaging and everything. I told you everything. So if you want to make this exact product for yourself, you want to make it for loved ones, or you want to make it and sell it at a craft market, I've spilled the tea. You can have all of it for free because I can't make these for everybody. So go ahead. If you shop the link, I receive a small commission. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And we have a whole bunch of people here that have bought my book, joined the channel, bought designs, and, you know, bought things like this that help support the channel. So we're going to do bigger, funner things, more fun things as we grow, and just build this massive community here on YouTube and have a freaking hoot doing it. Okay, so it's in the video description, but when the after the video is done processing, I will be able to go into YouTube and I'll put all the links in the first comment. And you have my email now too. So if you ever need a link, just email me, homestitcherydecor@gmail.com after the live. Well, that's what you did yesterday with the mandalas, right? You ordered it after the live. And then I never even saw it come through, like until this morning. And then I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. Because before I went to pick up my car today, I did come into my office just with a cup of coffee this morning. And I cleaned up a little bit of stuff I was working on. And I checked my email and I had a PayPal notification. So that was awesome. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Love you. That helps. And my husband can't believe this is what I do for work. He's like, you do what? I'm like, yeah, and it's fun. And you get to meet some nice people. Okay, this one's good. Unless it pops out here in a second. But yeah, it's good. You need the links. Are you going to make the magnets? Who here is going to make the magnets when we're done this? I'm curious. Who here thinks this would be a fun project for themselves? And I mean, you could do this for anything, right? We've been on here for, gosh, now like an hour and a half. But somebody was saying, you know, like these would be great in your kids' locker at school. I'm like, oh, that's genius. Now I need some kid fabric, which I don't have a lot of. But you could teacher gifts. These would be teacher gifts. Great teacher gifts. Not right now. And that's fine. You don't want to do right now. Yeah. I'm also going to make magnets for my husband's business. That's cool. Yeah. You could do like these for fundraisers too. Maybe you've got kids like in Girl Scouts or something, and you need, or you're at church and you're doing like a church bazaar. Do they even do those anymore? Yeah, to give out. Fantastic. So I think the machine and the first set of magnets was like, did we price it out the other day? It was like 132 Canadian. And you got the machine and then you could make 100 magnets. Now, of course, I've added on this tag paper. You get 4 backings out of 1 sheet of paper. It's quite thick cardboard. And then the cello bags. I think the cello bags were like, you got 200 bags for $7.99 Canadian. So they weren't very pricey at all either. The packaging is pretty affordable packaging, and a double-sided tape. so I can tape the magnets to the tag board. That's not too bad. Do we have any questions as we're finishing up here? We've got 3 left to finish up. Questions, comments, concerns. Great idea to sell for charities. I love that, Scrappin' Mama. You could do all kinds of things for your dogs. Yeah, sure can. And Nola isn't here today. We've do we have Sabrina? Yeah, that's Sabrina. I wrote down names yesterday and I'm trying to memorize everybody's names as we go along. So we had Sabrina, we had Kat, we had Steph. Oh gosh, what was that other lady's name right at the beginning? Not sure if I think she's a paid member too. Yeah, great idea. Raise money for the dogs. I mean, you could go onto Canva and make yourself little like puppy dog art, like clip art, print it off on a sheet, cut it to 2 1/4, and then make the magnets. That would be great. A great idea. Okay, here's the black and white. Oh my gosh, these ones I love. I love these. I think these are my favorite of the day. Let me put them in a bag and then I'll show you all the ones we made today and then we'll wrap it up. We will wrap it up and let everybody go about their lives. I have 4 great ideas. Thank you. Yeah, that would be, clip art, right? And as long as you're making your own art, like follow the rules for Canva or whatever, you could make it and sell it too. Okay, so that was the black and white one. Here's the gray. Tell me which one's your favorite, guys. We've got the black and taupe. We've got the pink. How many can I stack up before they start falling over? We've got the taupe with the pinstripe. And then we've got the chicken and the gingham. And then we've got the teal and yellow. Which one do you guys like the best? I personally like the black and white the best. Black and white, hands down. Yeah, so black and white, gray, black and taupe, pink. Not too bad, right? So we've been here for an hour and a half. And we're talking, right? At the same time. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 9. $63. And we've been here for an hour and a half. And I mean, you have to less your supplies and whatnot. And if I wasn't yapping, of course, I can make them quicker. And then I would also have my Cricut machine on, making my cards or making my mandalas. I would have my embroidery machine on, making my lace ornaments. So, taupe's your favorite, teal's your favorite. They all look great. It's a great variety. Yeah, so these will all be like on those stands with different colors. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll fill up all the stands and then I'll show you guys. All right, so that's it for magnet making for today. Members, join the channel for $2 and get in on the member draw. Subscribe to the channel. We do lives here all the time, building a great supportive community here. I will put all the links I can possibly put in the video description and everything after the fact. You girls that need the coaching, you've got my email if you need to sign up for some coaching. And yeah, if that's everything for today, go follow the links because you can get all the supplies there. The video will be on replay as soon as YouTube's done processing it. And I will put those links up here pretty quick this afternoon. We're not heading out anywhere today. Our company canceled because they couldn't get a dog sitter. So wah wah. All right. Bye, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much from Home Stitchery Decor. Hit the heart button on the way out the door, and this will get shown to more people. So really appreciate you guys being here, and all the regular people that keep coming back for everything we do. This is how you make friends. So thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Okay, hit the heart, guys. I got turn off the channel, and you know how that goes. I got to pull the camera out of the thing. And then we'll turn you off up here. Okay, bye-bye.